Make in India startup in blockchain technology. Firm which is specialized in blockchain. So the MOU aims at mutual cooperation between the organizations and resource sharing, so that using the blockchain technology we are able to provide better policing services to the citizens. And as an initial phase, Goa Police as well as the fire will aim to make all our documents digitized. The ultimate aim will be to make the entire Goa Police paperless. Fire will provide the infrastructure and support system in achieving this target. So this is the first step in achieving that aim.
Excuse me, just one second.
Okay.
Block or any each side you are doing.
Yes, sir.
So he can talk if he wants.
Yes, so actually we discussed a lot, and to accomplish Sir's aim, which is to make, which is a very noble aim, to make not only, so one big overarching goal that he has from the Goa Police side was to make the whole Goa Police go to a paperless piece where through digitization of the whole Goa Police, which will basically boost efficiency and which will be a big reduction in cost, and it will lend more transparency to the whole police department. So that is why we are going to lend our infrastructure that we have built to make his dream a reality. So that's one part of why we are together. Second, Sir's goal also was to get all the citizens to feel more transparent. And for that, blockchain, we will be using the most advanced technology of blockchain to make the records. All the records will be stored in a blockchain. It will start with a pilot. It will run until the stage where we are bringing we make the whole Goa Police digitized. It will keep running until then, as he mentioned. One big piece is when you put all the employee records or you put any records on blockchain, the technology is built in a way that you can't change the data. So it's immutable, it's more transparent, it's more secure, and it's more cost effective. So those are the four big pillars that we lend as a part of the infrastructure to the Goa Police Department and to Sir. So this basically all the citizens feel more secure, because if you, for instance, right now, if you lodge an FIR, I'm just telling you a hypothetical use case. If you lodge an FIR, if the whole data resides on the blockchain, a third party or any citizen or any public person can actually trace from the source to the beneficiary, or from the whole whole chain can be actually tracked on where the file moved, where the file was, till the time it actually action is taken. So it lends a lot of it basically makes the police more accountable, and it makes the citizens feel that they are interacting in a better way with the police through an online blockchain technology. So that's the whole part that we're trying to do.
How much time it will take for to digitize with all these documents?
Yes, so we have kept the timeline of about 1 year. It will be around 1 year that we've kept, but we'll try to make it happen earlier.
What is the number of document record that needs to be digitized or to be converted? So how many?
Basically, we are planning to move all the documents which we are available with us, all the past records and the records which are being generated, to online. So the permanent records which are not getting updated now on day-to-day basis, which that will be updated first. That is like the static records. Okay, then we will have a file management system, and we'll tie up with NIC, and make sure that the file management system is also becomes online, so that the entire system is paperless.
Now,
This is one of the visions of our government as well. Our CM has been repeatedly directing all the departments to make sure that the departments migrate to technological domains to deliver the services to the citizens in a better fashion. In fact, under the guidance of our DGP sir, we have been able to rope in this technological supporter as well in this venture.
what is the understanding as far as financial setup is concerned?
We will discuss further upon this.
It's not yet done.
No, we will go ahead with this.
Okay, sir. When you said FIR will be publicly available for the people, said no, people can track the where file is there. It will be
No,
available.
it is
for the
just an
public.
hypothetical cases. He just mentioned FIRs are already in the public domain. People can access. There is a CCTNS platform. There are a lot of aspects of the organization which are still not migrated to online. For example, this records of the staff. We got a organization which a lot of people are serving. They are also part of the society. Okay, so these records are more or less static. Like a person comes into the service, there is a service record created, there is a personal file created. All these records will initially try to migrate into online system. And once this as a phase one, once we have done the phase one, and with the moving records like the file system, and we will in coordination with NIC, we will do it in the second phase.
So in 1 year, all documents will be digital on platform.
That is what we aim to do it.
And even the charge sheets and FIRs.
That actually we have already have a CCTNS system, and we will try to make sure that the system actually is in line with the CCTNS.
Now, how to access this records? Suppose anybody wants to access these records, the public, how to access them?
We will create a user interface for them to access that.
Now, as far as Goa, its borders are concerned and your police stations are concerned and everything, when you talk about a blockchain, how sooner it is accessible? Within a fraction of seconds, say your police officials would like to look at a certain thing. If somebody is nabbed there and then they want to check it, whether this which case he has been look out for and all. So how it could be sooner? Because sometimes your server needs to be very good in that.
Once a user interface is created, once user interface is created, what we are aiming to is create a user interface for all the personnel working in the Goa Police. So if we are able to, we are planning to link it with the criminal records as well. And then once this is done, anywhere, any point of time, if they have access to that database, they will be able to track it within fraction of a second.
And our blockchain is one of the fastest
That's
blockchains.
right.
That's what you were asking. To enable the vision that sir has and to make it a reality, the infrastructure we are providing can take any amount of records, meaning the data storage facility that we have is very high. Second, we are one of the fastest chains. So basically, as he mentioned, it will happen in fraction of seconds. And third, most importantly, it's very, very cost effective, which will end up reducing a lot of cost also.
And how about security concern of that documents, data, everything in your blockchain?
Yeah, so it's obviously more secure because as you know, the way blockchain works, rather than a DBMS, there the data gets recorded, say in a cloud. There is no here cloud. The control of the data stays with the party, which also means that multiple nodes, okay, the way blockchain works is multiple nodes need to validate any data that is entered in a block, which means it lends more security. So it's very, very secure.
It's head-proof, right? It's head-proof.
Hack-proof.
Yeah.
Of course. We are working with the government. So the biggest piece for us is security. That's the most important thing.
The fire companies India में कितना state में this type of
So we did one. We are already working with the Muzaffarnagar Police in UP. Now we've partnered with the Goa Police with Nitin sir but the goals are very different. So with this, the goal for us that has been that we're coming together is as he said, to make it paperless and to digitize the whole Goa Police. With the UP Police, we were trying to develop a smart policing and predictive policing system.
So one more thing is that
the company is how important, sir. Goa Police को कितना important लगता है कि this type of companies.
It's basically it's a startup company,
we are,
and it's
we are, so
Just
we are
like,
one, sorry, so we're the third fastest company in India.
So-
We ended up becoming a unicorn in blockchain. We're the only layer 1 protocol blockchain based out of India. In 11 months, we have become, in India, we're probably the second fastest growing company today. We became a unicorn in 10 months.
11 months.
11 months.
Yeah, we became
11
a
months.
unicorn in 11 months, and we are the third fastest unicorn of India, which means a unicorn, as you guys know, is $1 billion valuation. So we just closed a series round A. So we've been growing very fast. We have been testing multiple use cases, not only in India but abroad also. But since we are making India, our biggest focus is to give our infrastructure that we have built to as many stakeholders, through which, because our end goal is to impact 1 billion plus people, and we can only achieve that goal by working hand in hand with government players and corporate players both. So government players is one of our key priorities as a company, to make sure we make the lives of citizens better. Because if you see blockchain, the biggest goal of blockchain is to enable financial inclusion. There are about 1.5 billion people who've been left out of banking. They don't even have banking, they don't have any identity. So big part is to help those people. So blockchain as a technology was created for masses and not for rich. That's the biggest thing that most of you should know, that's the biggest piece. That's why, so our end goal as a company is to impact 1 billion plus people, and there is no better platform for us than to work with the police department, for instance, because through police you can make lives of citizens so much better. And with Goa Police, if we make it paperless, or if we lend more transparency, help become more accountable, then it basically enables, as he said, an interface between citizens and police, which basically is also the goal of the company.
So one thing I would like to ask is, like, since there's an understanding MOU which has been signed between the Goa Police and this company, how confident you are that the data which you will be going with them will be secured with them? Because why I'm asking is that recently, just bringing to your incident, the recent landscape, because it was with the archives and all, their documents were taken with the help of the inside employees and all, everything, what you know, everything. So how secure you will be there?
We will duplicate the
we
data
have, we have ensured all the security protocols. We have our cyber crime team. We are tied up with other cyber experts as well, and to ensure that all the protocols are managed as far as data security is concerned. And moreover, blockchain is secure. As a technology itself, it is a secure, where everybody can't access. Okay, and even the stealing of the data is not as easy as far as other DBMS systems are concerned.
Okay, this data will be only read or editable also. Means the one data which
No, that's the biggest piece of blockchain, it's immutable. And anything that you enter data in, you can't change it. That's why it's impossible to steal data. So by the way, when we are just an infrastructure and a solution provider, so think of us like Google. So what Google did in Web 1, we are doing similar stuff in Web 3. So Google in Web 1, Facebook in Web 2, Fire in Web 3. Think of us like that way. So we have no authority or no control of the data. We are just infrastructure. We provide the infrastructure on which data sits, but we don't control any of that data. So we don't even have access to that data. So think of it this way.
But there can be masters who can hack it.
No, but that's why I was saying that there are multiple nodes that needs to be validated to enter the data. So it's I can't say it's impossible, but I can say it's close to impossible. It's way more secure, like 100 times more secure than any of the existing systems.
Correct.
So we are using the most advanced technology, which is the most secure technology that is currently available in the market.